All right, guys, we are back with set two, White Wolf versus option 12. Kenos here again, and joining me is Chaosix. How's it going, Chaosix?
Pretty good, pretty good. Happy
Uh,
to be here.
all right, glad to hear it. So, after that first set of games, we do have two 2-0 teams going up against each other, White Wolf versus option 12. What are you looking at for this set of games?
Well, I kind of just want a nice even match between these two teams. Last week they both showed they're pretty strong. Um, I'm hoping this one will be a bloodbath. I want excitement. I want gladiator.
So you want to be entertained? Is that
I
what it
want
is?
it to be entertaining. You got it.
All right. Well, we did definitely see some action-packed stuff from these players in the last set of games that we saw last week. And, there's a lot of potential here. Wishbone was very impressive in her mid lane, to a lot of people saying that she was the best mid laner in the league. So we'll
Hmm.
see if that stays true. We'll see if there ends up being some bans like that Belkaz ban. Um, but we have the Akali ban to just start off with here. Obviously targeted against Greatbeard of Odin. Great Amumu ban as well. Gotta look out for that little mummy.
Yeah, pretty standard band so far. Nothing too unsurprising. Too surprising.
Yeah, and of course we saw
Same
how
with
good
Mordekaiser.
Mordekaiser was in game one today.
Hmm. Yeah, that jungle Mordekaiser, man. That hurts.
Yeah, I'm a real fan of Mordekaiser's kind of like progression throughout League of Legends to where he is now, and another kind of jungle band with the fiddlesticks too. So
Interesting.
we certainly have a mindset going into this, right? There's definitely targeted problem areas. I don't know. I mean, because there's been a couple of times now where Great Brave Odin has had access to Akali and hasn't taken her. So maybe people are worried that he's bluffing.
Yeah,
He's
it's
gonna.
just kind of hiding his power level.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps. I think she's in an okay spot, so it's kind of surprising at this point. I know
Hmm.
a while ago she was kind of nerfed, so that made sense. Leave it on the table. But
Yeah.
back in the ban list.
Yeah. Speaking of ban list, Kaisa picked up. Kaisa, very good ADC, very common ADC in the LCUS. So, not surprising to see her again. And Hecarim, who also seems to be getting some traction in this Community Cup.
Yeah, solid jungler, good engages. They're going to be looking to gank for sure pretty early here.
And
We'll see what they follow up
Varus.
with. Yeah, Varys, fine.
Mm-hmm. Varus. Guy's got a lot of skins. So, interesting to see
Yes,
how
he does.
he'll pull out. We do have the Trundle. There was a comment earlier about Trundle getting banned, making people sad. So, oh, and the Vel'Koz gets through. We'll see if they regret
Hmm.
that. I'm really
Yeah,
liking
that's
how
gonna
this.
be.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, it's just excited to see the Vel'Koz mid.
Right, and I think there's a lot of really good stuff already from this White Wolf team. Trundle and Vel'Koz can actually work very well together. Um,
Hmm.
with, beyond just being the front line, Trundle's got that kind of like AoE slow, so Vel'Koz's lasers can really tear in there.
Yone follow up.
Not surprising to
Okay,
see.
it's not. Yeah, actually, I know this matchup pretty well. I think I played it in a GCF on the Yone side. Yone gets the upper edge in that matchup, from what I understand. So we'll see. Maybe that's the answer to Wishbone's Vel'Koz.
Hmm. Well, if that's true, that carries over from the idea that Yasuo should beat Vel'Koz as well, because of wind wall and
Hmm.
other factors. So we do have the Morgana ban. A lot of supports getting banned today. Maokai for that. Probably Maokai top, but Trundle's probably going top, so maybe they're worried about the Maokai support. Or
That's
do you think?
probably a huge ban. Yeah, that's one of his staple picks.
Yeah. And Fiora,
Fiora.
which is interesting again, because so do they think the Trundle is going jungle then? Or Fiora mid being a thing? I have seen a couple people do Fiora mid recently, which was weird, but
That is weird. Oh yeah, I got beaten by one. Ow. Yeah, it hurt, but only in particular matchups can you pick it
right.
mid. Galio standard, sure,
So that's support Galio then, most likely.
for sure, for sure.
Floating the Scion. Will the Scion be going top then? Probably not. So support Scion? I can't imagine that's going to happen. It has happened once
I mean,
before.
it could be Scion top, Trungle jungle,
It could,
Trundle jungle. It makes sense.
yeah, it could be that also.
Mm-hmm.
Flex picks. Hell, it could be a support Vel'Koz, and they're just messing with us.
That's also true. A lot of room for, yeah, okay, the Thresh pick.
But will it be Anime Boy Thresh? That's the question.
Ooh, good call.
All right, so last pick here, we're looking at top, I guess.
Yeah, would be my guess. Okay,
Ooh,
okay. I like it. They have enough damage, pick the Karma. A little safer. Keeps the carries up. This is going to be a Yone-focused game,
mm-hmm.
or Varus. Um, one of the two. That's going to be really solid team fighting later if they can get around to it.
Wow,
Um,
Karma top, very interesting.
yeah, White Wolf, no slouches though. I mean, that team has a lot of potential to
Oh
you know
yeah, I mean on
get an
paper,
advantage.
I like White Wolf's team a lot. I think it's going to be one of those teams. Definitely comes down to execution though,
For sure.
because option 12 has a lot of potential to clean this game up if they manage to grab a hold of the direction the game goes and just steer the game where they want it to be.
Hmm.
I think in a game that's a little more back and forth, I think White Wolf will win. But I think if option 12 grabs early tempo, they'll have a real shot at it.
Yeah, a lot of that's going to fall on Greatbeard of Odin or Prowler's shoulders. If they underperform even a little bit, then I could see White Wolf just carrying the game away.
Yeah, Yone and Varus both. I mean, even Hecarim to an extent as well. Just kind of don't exist if they don't get kills.
Hmm.
They aren't one of those characters who just naturally hits a power spike at a certain point. Like someone like I would say Vel'Koz. Having played support Vel'Koz, he can be a real threat even if he doesn't have any farm, just because of how powerful those true damage stacks can be.
Right.
Um, and not to mention, the CC that Scion and Trundle bring to the table, even if they're underfed, they can still influence team fights.
Hmm.
Less so. I mean, Hecarim, of course, has like his AoE fear and stuff like that, and Varus has his ultimate, but you don't necessarily feel those as much.
Hmm.
Um, and we do have a comment from Burn the Heretic saying Varus beats Kaisa 1-on-1. So we'll see if that does factor. With the
Yeah.
matchups we have here, though, what are you keeping an eye on?
It's got to be mid bot, I guess. Like Vel'Koz Kaisa versus Yone Varus, with the rest of the supporting cast. I mean, Hecarim can get ahead, of course, and just take over a game. But I think the later the game goes, the more you're going to rely on the mid bot. So I ready
Okay.
to see which team kind of leans into the mid bot. Ganks, support. Which team does it better, which team's able to get a foothold there, because whichever team does the soonest, they're kind of my favorites going forward.
I'm very interested to see what happens in this top lane. I have not actually seen Karma versus Scion ever. I would
Okay.
imagine a lot of people haven't. Um, and so I'm wondering how harassed is this Scion going to be early? Is he going to try to counter harass with his E? Is he going to just try to tank up really quick by investing early in W to lessen the damage of those pokes? Is Trundle going to help or be much help early on? All very interesting things to keep an eye out. That may determine the pace of the game if there's a lot of focus top.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not too familiar on top matchups. I feel like it might just be kind of a handshake until or unless a jungler shows up. Scion's certainly capable of taking a lane over. I'm not too sure about Karma. So it might be worth for Trundle to go top, just once. Put
Uh-huh.
put Zami Fun on the board, and that lane might just be White Wolf favored for the rest of the game,
I'm very
depending.
curious as well to see if because I've never known a top a matchup with melee versus range being a gentleman's agreement. So we'll see if the peacefulness of Karma carries over into how Godzilla wants to run this.
That's true. Yeah, Scion does have a lot of defensive tools. The zoning with the Q, the E pushing the minions forward, like,
Hmm.
and the shield, of course. He can survive, and he's built like a truck. So
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
let's hope
prob-
for White
yeah,
Wolf's White Wolf's case that he can. We're going into the second set of games. White Wolf option 12. Who's going to win? Well, someone isn't going to win the skin battle, I can tell you that right now.
ooh, oh, but the infernal synergy, that's so good.
Yeah, the Infernal Signature, they were even on each other's splash art. And then Vel'Koz and High Noon Thresh are also there. It's a party. Ooh, Lumberjack Scion. It's a low tier Scion skin, but still got to give it to White Wolf.
I think, yeah, I love Lumberjack Scion. That's a good skin, but I mean, 5 skins they're showing up with it. Like you just have to.
I mean,
But
it's
kudos to Infernal. Like I love that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, whenever bot lane has matching skins, there's always something special there.
Hmm.
Also,
And I know
kudos
they
to the loading screen letting us actually talk about the skins.
right. I just noticed the Infernal Vel'Koz too. That's
Uh-huh.
funny. They couldn't have known that happened, but yeah, that's great.
Yeah, Wishbone with the multiple Vel'Koz skins. That's how you know you're dealing with a professional.
That's right.
Dragon Slayer Trundle. That design reminds me of something. I can't like it. Kind of looks like a yokai from Neo or something like that.
Oh sure. I just flipped through the mastery
Uh huh.
for these. Ravena and Amaya-chan, 128,000, 110,000 mastery on their 2 champs. That's pretty crazy. Clearly, they've played this before. If you couldn't tell because of the prestige skin, of course.
Yeah. No, you just spend a lot of money and don't play with them a lot.
It's the Great Beard of Odin Akali. He can't play it. It's always banned. Poor guy.
Indeed. We have
Apparently,
a
shout outs to Peach.
Yeah, I was gonna
Guess.
say we have a request for
Yeah.
a shout out from Chaosix.
Let's go.
I would like to request that League of Legends UI let me actually click on it. There it is. Been doing weird things with OBS lately.
Oh, yeah, that's fun though.
Alright. But we're here, we made it. And we have a bit of a 5 move out here to start with. Might be our first pre-game action. Wishbone a little behind.
Uh,
Wait, guys,
definitely, yeah. 5.
I don't have legs.
Oh no.
She's gonna blow this whole thing though, because Prowler's going to see Vel'Koz go into that bush.
Yeah. If he thinks it's just Vel'Koz, though, oh, never mind the movement. Yeah.
I mean, definitely
5
not a
point
bad
pays
idea.
off.
Definitely not a bad idea to try to do a 5-man here, though, because you've got the slows from Vel'Koz, the slows from Scion, the hook from...
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Alright, flash exchange there.
okay. Traded flashes. Respect from Prowler. He might have been safe there, but,
Mhm.
Better be safe than sorry.
Yeah, definitely
In
better
this
not
case.
to take that risk.
Yeah, he'll have flash up before he knows it.
It's going to be a little rough, though, for the... for such an immobile ADC to not have flash, so we'll see what happens. A lot of chromas also on this option 12 team.
Yeah,
All
I
their
see
skins are chromas instead of the normal ones.
that. Yeah, that's the Varus skin. It's really cool. Same with Galio, actually. I like that. I like the in-game skins a lot better than the splash art. That's really cool.
Well, that's a very irregular occurrence, so shout out to those skins, I guess. Alright, so we already have a little bit of back and forth up in the top lane. Zami hitting a Q, Godzilla poking. Amaya looking for some angles, bot. And we'll just see where the pressure comes in. I mean, Zami's Qs are doing a lot of damage to Godzilla right now.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. Like, if he can hit those Qs, man, the trade is so Scion favorite. But, Karma's got the shield and stuff, so...
Yeah, they both have a shield, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And Zami going shield level 2, I think that's a good idea.
Meanwhile, mid, even in CS, Yone, of course, pushing in. As he does.
Yeah, Vel'Koz doesn't get really, really good at doing what Vel'Koz wants to do until, like, level 5 or 6.
And that's the trade I was talking about.
Oh, and
Oh,
speaking of trades, missed the first blood down
speaking of
there.
trades,
Yeah.
yeah, Flash on Varus, they blew that, with the Flash by Amaya-chan earlier, and they got the payoff.
Speed getting a little in trouble here. Odin's also in a little bit of trouble. Lots of flashes blown. He is going to get out. Have a gank possibly coming up top here as well. Nope. Saladin is thinking about it. Thinking about it. Nope. Okay.
It was a nice gank by Trundle. Try to get Yone behind. Lost the Ignite mid, didn't get the kill, unfortunately, but pushes him out of lane. That's really good for Wishbone. Guaranteed they'll be back, though. He blew Flash to escape that one.
Yeah, absolutely. The amount of CC that Trundle and Vel'Koz can put out means that there is no reason to not come back there later. The second that Odin pushes forward at all, he's going to have to be worried about what's going to happen there. Okay, Dragon's up in a minute. Do you think we're going to see any early dragons in this game?
I one of the teams will try to focus it, I think. As to which one gets there first, I guess we'll see. Depends on the rotations. Mid should have the push for option 12's side. So they might get there first, but not sure what kind of priority they're going to put on these early Drakes.
Yeah, we'll have to see I think in the last set of games, a lot of it came down to who got the momentum from the kills in bot lane. So we'll see that Varus still does not have flash. So there is still a possibility for Prowler to suffer for his abundance of caution early game. Granted, Ravane does not have flash either, though, blown in that kill, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
But Odin, despite being forced to go back, is now 300 gold up. A lot of CS. Wishbone playing very carefully because they don't know where that Hecarim is.
Yeah, that's good play by Wishbone. She already loses the lane. You don't want to be too far forward.
Yeah, speaking of losing the lane, here comes the Hecarim right now. Wishbone already under turret, though. And once again, as you said, very clearly good play, because if she had not been that close to turret, she would have died for sure. Junglers may meet here, though. Idle knows that Hecarim's here, and now sees Hecarim. And here starts the fight. Jungle fight. Turn around there. Good play by Greybeard of Odin, helping out as best he could. He was trying to distract Wishbone, but Wishbone didn't even need to get involved.
Yeah, that was tough for Sladen. Just kind of got caught in the wrong side of the jungle there. Unfortunately,
sure.
Trundle deals lots of damage, so winning the 1v1 there.
I'm sure Sladen's kicking himself a little bit for deciding to go deeper into the jungle. Once again, missing bot lane kills. Sorry about that. Looked like Karma was about to die, and both of them almost did, actually. We're going to stay top for a second here, because this could go really bad for either of them real fast here. Hopefully, for Zami's sake, he goes back. Looks like he will.
So just checked out bot lane. That was just Maya-chan flashing in with the Thresh E on Galio.
Very well done by Amaya.
Out DPS'd him. Yeah.
Idle might actually
and the reward is Drake.
Let's get that smite real quick. Alright.
Huh? Oh, Yone going in.
Oh, very good ult there.
Wishbone hitting 6 first. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that happens. And that's the
exactly
first kill
what we
for
expected.
12.
Yeah, and after the early kills in the Drake trade, 700 gold behind, which isn't too bad. They were at some point like 1 point something behind, so catching up here for sure.
Yeah, another great hook by Amaya as well. But here comes Sladen. This is going to be rough. Oh, but the charge misses. So I think they're going to get out. Amaya does still have that flay. Ooh, tries to do the turnaround, but the hook misses. Probably for the best. I don't think they want any of that. I think they should just wait until Sladen goes elsewhere. Prowler, Varus with no mana is not Varus at all.
Yeah, shame Huge didn't have a flash there. Lost it when he was getting killed before. And another gank.
Oh, Prowler's in a little bit of trouble here. That immobility. Oh, the pillar actually knocks him out of the hook range. Oh, so close.
That was such a good dodge, even though it was probably intentional. That was perfect. I could have easily pathed him along the other side of the pillar, and that would have been a kill.
Yeah, that's rough. 28 souls for this Thresh, by the way.
That's pretty good.
253 on the Scion. So yeah.
Meanwhile, not missing anything top.
Yeah. Despite how close to death they both got, they're both just, you know, kind of resting right now.
It's the handshake. You know, poke each other a little bit, but ultimately both trying to kind of just get their CS and wait for junglers or wait for objectives.
Yeah, I think once again, Sladen is causing an abundance of caution from these players. You can't sleep on Hecarim showing up at your front door.
No, especially with Ghost, yeah, because he gets there really fast. Speaking of...
Yeah, speaking of, missed a kill in that mid lane. Because Amaya's doing this nonsense down here in the bot lane. Once again, Pillar in that corner. Once again, they're not getting any kills, though, with this play. Meanwhile, up in the top side, Godzilla and Zami are trying to have a fight, but here comes the Hecarim. Good flash. That was a needed flash, for sure.
Yeah, I watched that mid lane one. It was just Yone doing Yone things. He dashed in, did the third Q, ulted in, and then Sladen showed up just for fun. I think Weirdo Odin had that. But getting the assist, which is good.
Yeah. And speaking of assist potential, we could have a 3-man top here, assuming Sladen manages to grab the Rift Herald in any particular expediency. Which would be very rough for Zami. Godzilla's very low health, though. I'd like to see maybe I mean, obviously not right this second, because there's 3 top, essentially. But I'd like to see a few more rotations coming up top to help out this Scion.
Yeah.
Another gank. Oh, good flash. Probably on point with these flashes.
Oh, that was just straight up 2v2.
Yeah.
They were trying. But yeah, good flash. Unfortunately, he's going to miss that, you know, later when they go to kill him again. Which they will, for sure.
So here comes that gank I was hoping for, but that Karma speed boost is so intense. Idle thinking about diving. God damn it, every time I look one direction, they kill other directions. Alright, Amaya may go down here. Yeah, juking instead of jiving. That's gonna be a death on this Thresh for sure. An effort was made, Amaya. Let's get some Fs for Amaya in chat. He tried his best. Oh, and oh, top lane! Oh, they're gonna die! Oh! Ooh. They killed each other! What a world.
Oh, that bot lane. Okay, just check the bot lane kills out. Maya flashed in, and they just turned and smashed them. It wasn't even close.
I was wondering
Hugely good job.
When Amaya's aggression was going to bite him.
Yeah, Varus got the ult down right away. Huge went in, got a 2-man taunt, and it was just over from there.
It's kind of funny how Godzilla and Zami traded equally in that top lane, though.
Yeah.
Like, just so perfectly. Oh, another good hook there, but not too much to show for it. Thresh alone currently. We might have a gank here from Idle. Nice distraction play there by Odin. They wouldn't have caught him anyway, but forcing them to have to kind of turn around and think about it. Wishbone taking so much damage from whenever Odin does those ultimates. Meanwhile, in the bot side, Amaya's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. 3 down. They do land the big ultimate, but
oh no,
yeah, too much damage from the turret, among other things. Zami is cutting them off. I like this a lot. Karma will go down here pretty easily. Another kill for Zami. Can they get more? There is some CC potential here. Prowler does get knocked up slightly, but I think that Prowler's going to get away. Oh, the ultimate to try to close it out, but he headbutts the turret instead. They're diving. They're letting Zami fall here, but Zami's actually might get out. Oh, good knock up and taunt there from Huge, so Zami will go down.
Yeah, solid teleport play from Zami Fun, getting a bunch of kills down in the bot lane. Did end up dying in the end, but still, I would say that's pretty worth.
And yeah, apologies for stream quality right now. There seems to be something going on with OBS. Some frames are dropping. I'll see what I can do on my end. But yeah, so get the dragon after a couple of good plays.
Yeah, White Wolf picking up their second. Looks like it's a Cloud Drake. Unfortunate.
Alright, so short of restarting the stream, I'm not sure what else I can do other than the 1 or 2 adjustments I just made there. They will get Great Bearded Odin here.
Yeah, mid lane 2v1 die.
Oh, a little bit of a stagger there on...
Back just catching up.
Yeah. Yeah, it is actually the stream, I think, guys. There's a little bit of stuttering overall here. And so I'm not sure... We'll see what happens. I think I'll give it another minute or two, and maybe we'll try just quickly toggling the stream on and off.
That's really strange.
It is, but I mean, the nice thing is that we won't actually miss any gameplay. We can do a pause and then come right back into it. So,
True.
Zammy is getting beat up here, and does almost manage to kill Godzilla. If that kick was a little more in line, actually almost won a 2v1 here. I mean, he clearly won it. Didn't pick up any kills though. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's pause the stream really quick here. After see if Wishbone gets the kill. Does not. Problem is, there's so much action, it's hard to know when to pause. Okay. Let's let this play out. So Wishbone is getting jumped pretty hard here. Had to dive in, unfortunately, there, and does get taken out. Okay, so let's pause the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Okay. So we are going to stop the stream really quick, guys. It'll be back in just a second or two, and hopefully the quality will be a little bit better. So I appreciate your patience. We'll be right back.